Hey guys, welcome to Items of Stardust. My name is Dan, and in this video we're talking about one battle after another. I just saw it yesterday, and I kind of like the movie. I bet this movie was quite controversial in terms of like those right-wing kind of grifters of YouTube, your critical drinkers, nerdrotic, and like all the bunch of those like white cis males essentially. Because this movie features like, you know, prominent sort of black figures, black women, sort of almost like, I have to say, almost like a caricature of this like trope, like a, you know, strong lady boss, whatever kind of a situation. I feel like it says that it's action thriller. I feel like it should be called like action comedy thriller, because the movie was quite funny. I think it didn't take itself too seriously. Obviously, like performance from Leonardo DiCaprio is amazing. Performance from this this young woman called Chase Infinity, who played Willa, who played the daughter. I think her performance was really good. I was like, wait, like where have I seen her? And of course, it was the TV show Presumed Innocent with Jake Gyllenhaal, that I think it was like on Apple TV or something like that. And that's apparently like kind of her like two main credits. Like I don't know who her agent is, and seemingly like she doesn't come from like a celebrity kind of Hollywood like nepotism kind of a background. It seems like anyway, and yet she's getting like really great roles in like really sort of great kind of films or like TV shows with like really established sort of big sort of A-name, A-list sort of celebrities. And it's like, how is she doing this? Obviously like she's beautiful and everything, and she can act, but like it's still kind of seemingly it's tough to get into the Hollywood system and all that kind of stuff, and yet she seems to be doing quite all right. So kudos for her, like really great acting on her behalf. Really liked that. I didn't really like this like strong, you know, boss woman, whatever, played by Tiana Taylor, who's apparently like a musician as well. I don't know. Perfidia. I don't know, not really my cup of tea, but whatever. But I bet like this also mixed with this whole kind of revolutionary left, like not left, like leftist, like super left-leaning kind of politics and whatnot. I bet a lot of people on this like right-wing, like I'm saying, grifters sort of side of YouTube are fuming right now. I haven't seen any of those videos because I'm not subscribed to those pieces of shit anymore, but like I bet I will go and check after I made this video, and I'll put on the screen like, was I correct? Probably I was correct. But anyway, DiCaprio obviously like amazing at acting. He's great basically in everything he's doing, and he's playing this kind of to a degree a little like pathetic character. It's not the first time he's like playing like, or this like has its kind of a side, this kind of a little pathetic side of its characters, and he's played that really well. Even like when he was playing Jordan Belfort in the Wolf of Wall Street, there were like moments where this man is absolutely sort of, you know, crashing out and like completely sort of beyond repair essentially at this point. And like Leonardo DiCaprio was being able to portray this like really well. So like he's got that nailed down, this like sort of paranoid and then like upset and like frustrated kind of character. Like kudos, obviously, like he's an amazing actor. Sean Penn, ooh, what an atrocious fucking character. Like he nailed it. Like I don't know, I think I've heard right like that he's like in real life not a particularly great guy or whatever. Had some controversies over, you know, decades, whatever. As far as I remember anyway. Yeah, like he nailed it, that guy, like fucking atrocious. Like you want to fucking you want to choke that guy. Like no, actually that would that might pleasure that guy. So no, like just you want to get rid of that piece of shit. Like oh. I like that. Again, like I feel like Paul Thomas Anderson kind of had some fun with it, and again like treated this more of a comedy. Like it's not particularly serious, because it's like, yeah, they're saying like a lot of like serious kind of stuff here and there, but like it's all with this like comedic undertone essentially, right? Like, which I kind of liked. And it's quite obvious that he was making fun, PTA was making fun basically of everybody. Like obviously like white sort of white nationalists, like sort of basically like Nazis, modern day Nazis in America essentially. He was making fun of like super like leftists as well. Also making fun of this whole like bravado revolutionary whatever stuff, like machoisms even, right? Machisms. even though it applied to this like black woman, Perfidia, and showed like sometimes it's like the sort of like smaller man who is actually like the bigger person than all of these like bombastic personalities, because what did she do, right? Like it's like minor spoiler because it's like half of the movie is not about that, but like let's say at this point I'm gonna spoil something, so if you want to skip it, you know, I'll put the marker on the screen where you can scrub. So yeah, once again, like spoilers, right? Again, like this movie, I don't feel like you can like really spoil this movie because it's not that serious, that it's not like whatever, it's not like Seven or something like that, right? Like that you absolutely need to like keep the mystery, right? But I feel like, you know, like Leonardo DiCaprio's character, he didn't do that much, right? Like at the beginning, yeah, he's like part of this group, whatever, blowing fucking shit up, and then he's just like a, you know, laid down and like a stoner and kind of not doing much, but that's okay, that's all right. Like that's his kind of character trope, whatever. But then once again, like he has to go and save his daughter, and also he's, you know, on a like a runaway mission himself to save himself, because, you know, the military, this fucked up Sean Penn characters is after him. But like, yeah, he's on a run, but he doesn't necessarily save his daughter. Like the other guys, like the white nationalists, are actually killing essentially that other white nationalist guy who isn't white national enough, which is, I mean, this is actual reality. Obviously you can see whatever going on with like American rise of like fascism, dictatorship in America right now, and it's actually what's happening. Like the right is eating the right, the left is eating the left, to be honest, in some cases. But those like white nationalists are so ridiculous that it is actually like that. It's like, oh, you're not like hating, you know, black or whatever enough, and yet those white nationalists, like in their discussion or whatever, they're saying like, there's like problems with the factory, blah blah blah, and they employ immigrants even though they're hating on other, you know, color than the white, which is like, again, like some of these things I feel like might go like missing essentially, but you know, it's there, it's in the movie, and it's like, again, like it is a little more subtle than just Leonardo DiCaprio is yelling, oh, you fucking leftist, with all your fucking nitpicky bullshit details, like fucking hell, like this is me, like whatever, right? Like when he's on the phone. PTA is not that direct with like mocking the white nationalists, essentially, the right, absolutely like right wing, literal like Nazis, national Christians, right? Nationalist Christians, literal Nazis. Anyway, so you need to like pick it up, but he's definitely like mocking them, making fun of them, and simultaneously making fun of or like mocking this like far left as well. So basically far left or right ideologies he's making fun of, and not making fun of, like he's mocking both of them. And again, like showing that like those people who might be this like pompous and seem like they're, you know, like can do whatever, no wrong, and like lead everybody and blah blah blah, like this Perfidia black woman, at the end might rat you out, and it's like the smaller guy who kind of is a little bit on the background, he's maybe like a little bit more shy and that kind of stuff, and like, I don't know, has his own like shit, whatever. It's him who's like coming, you know, to save whatever, or at least like attempting to save daughter, and he's like keeping like family essentially, because he's raising the daughter, which apparently not even his, as revealed at the end, which is also kind of, I mean, I don't know, like some of those things I didn't like. It's like, why are you making like so many like fucked up things? Also about this like the daughter apparently is not even his daughter, at least if this is like, if I understood everything correctly. I didn't realize that Perfidia woman was actually having sex with Sean Penn. I felt like, at least by the framing of everything, I felt like she was kind of playing this kind of dominatrix almost role, like fucking, you know, dildoing this guy or whatever the fuck was going on there in those scenes. And I thought like it might be so embarrassing to this like white dude, like this actual like white nationalist dude, that, you know, like he's basically like kind of like a gay character, like a closeted character, that like this is more of an issue rather than like some like connection to him like having like a black child or a mixed race child, something like that. but apparently they did have sex, and then I don't understand it at all. Like, this is like the Perfidia character is like absolutely atrocious piece of shit of a woman, which is like first of all, yeah, like she's just a caricature of this like black powerful woman, whatever, does whatever she wants. And then again, she rats everybody out. She fucks some fucked up fucking, you know, guy. She has a pistol there in the scene, so she could have killed him easily. She didn't do that, and I bet like nobody would come searching for him because he was probably on a mission sort of himself at that hotel. Again, like, I don't know what PTA is doing here. I can't grasp it right now. Maybe I need to rewatch the movie one more time. Because again, like, Perfidia character, like fucking atrocious. Like, if you think about it, if you actually think about her, she's an atrocious piece of shit. And again, like, she didn't have to sleep with this dude. If they indeed slept and like she carried a baby of this like white nationalist guy, it's like, it's so fucked up. Again, like, some of those aspects I didn't like. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I need to downgrade this movie from 8 out of 10 to like 7, because some of these aspects is like very fucked up. And like, just for the purpose of being fucked up, really, because it's happening like in the first third of the movie. Some of the fucked up things like happen in the first like 10 or 15 minutes, for no particular reason, really. That whole like scene with like her and Sean Penn is like, I don't know, with the dick, I don't know, I didn't like some of those things. So yeah, that's the end of the spoiler section essentially. And I feel like this movie, like, my first initial sort of reaction is like it's 8 out of 10. Now that I'm thinking again, especially about this Perfidia character, maybe it's more like 7 out of 10. Because it's like, the more you think about it, the more like you understand that she's fucking atrocious character. I just wanted to briefly talk about like music. I don't know, fucking weird. It's almost like just somebody's just like doing this on a keyboard, on a piano or whatever. It's kind of weird, but it kind of works, weirdly enough. But one thing that I really wanted to mention is the editing. Holy shit, I've never in my entire life seen a movie that lasts like whatever, 2 hours, like 40 or something like that, without credits, right? Something around that. It was flowing so well. Like, this is like, if this movie isn't nominated for the best editing for Oscars and doesn't win it, I don't know what they're doing. To make a movie, like 2 hour 40 something movie, feel like it's like 90-minute movie without like, there are some like sort of slower scenes, slower kind of pace and stuff like that, but it's like, it's working so freaking well. I'm so amazed, I'm so impressed. I was like, wait, like at the end of the movie I was like, wait, what, really? And I'm looking at the time, it's like 2 hour 40 something. I was like, whoa, that's impressive. That's really impressive. So yeah, I feel like this movie, for the editing, it should get some rewards, because it's like really superb. You don't feel at all that it's dragging or something like that, because kind of a lot of things happening and it's like always on the move. So it's kind of in a way understandable, but you know, it's not always the case. Like, some movies are action kind of stuff, but like action-y, right? Like action thrillers, whatever. Sometimes they kind of drag a little bit. This one, I didn't feel that at all. So yeah, my first initial reaction is like 8 out of 10 movie. I really enjoyed it. I want to rewatch it probably one more time, like sort of soon-ish. The more I think about it, once again, because I really don't like the character's Perfidia. If everything is true what I've talked about in the spoiler section, if I didn't like misinterpret something or whatever. Some of those little things just like made for shock value and kind of shock value alone, again, to make characters be like over the top bombastic kind of, and I don't know, almost like cliches or like a mockery of the tropes or whatever. I guess like he was going for it. Because once again, he's a writer, he's a director, he has like full control of the pipeline essentially, right? So whatever is on the screen is whatever he wanted to put on the screen. I just don't kind of agree with some of those choices essentially. And so, yeah, it's a good movie, but it's like, this is not as serious stuff as like There Will Be Blood. It's nowhere near that. This movie definitely doesn't take itself too seriously. Again, it's more of a kind of commentary on some of the cliches and some of the right-wing politics, some of the left-wing politics. Obviously, some commentary on people's personalities, people's traits, and yeah, how some of them can be traitors, even those who you don't expect to be. Oh, and also the fact that like they kind of had this Perfidia character, making her to be like sort of one part of the duo, kind of Leonardo DiCaprio, Bob character, and her, and then she completely vanishes from the movie, never to be like heard or seen again. Also kind of weird. Just like whatever, the ending like letter or whatever, I don't know, it's kind of a little It is in a way kind of in her character that like, oh, you're not the boss of me, I'm putting myself first and, you know, kind of fuck everybody else essentially. I guess that's her character. But it's just like, it's not like she continues to do like some revolutionary work, whatever, when she like escapes essentially. She just lays low. Who the fuck knows what she's doing essentially. I don't like this kind of stuff. And kind of at the end of the movie, like, once again, spoilers, what happened to the main characters? Like, this Perfidia essentially vanishes. Sean Penn being killed actually by like his own white nationalist friends, which is, I think, like, it's a good kind of a thing, even though I would prefer like Bob to kill him, but like whatever, okay. Or the what's her name, Wheeler, right? Or the Wheeler character to kill him. It's okay, whatever. Because some people are dead or like jailed or whatever. Like, Bob learns nothing. Leonardo DiCaprio's character learns nothing kind of at the end, really. It's like the only character who kind of goes through some like transformational kind of shift, I guess. Wheeler, his daughter, even though she's not really his daughter, I guess she still treats him as a father because he was a father to her. And it's essentially only Wheeler had to like really grow up, learn the truth about the mother, learn the truth about the mother again and the father now, had to actually kill somebody and kind of go like through like a lot of shit. And actually, I don't know if she comes out like different character or whatever, but at least like there's some kind of transformational sort of arc, sort of. It's again like, I do like when movies have like clear arc, or at least like clearer arc, where like there's some, you know, downsides of the character, whatever, some kind of bad traits or whatever, and he learns, or she yep, that's true, and they learn essentially at the end something, and they are transformed and become like a better human essentially. I like, it's a cliche kind of, but I like it. I feel like it makes sense because it tells a story and it gives some kind of moral lessons and stuff like that. And here it's like almost like Coen Brothers sort of movie, where like everybody's fucked up, everything is fucked up, and in the end like everybody dies, or like everybody stays the same unchanged fucked up person. Like that movie Inside Llewyn Davis, I think, which I thought like, oh, that would be some kind of interesting sort of movie, like, you know, like about musician or whatever. I always like forget that this is Coen Brothers and this is like fucking, it's not my vibe. And I watched the whole movie and like at the end like, wow, so he's a piece of shit fucked up character and he stays at the end piece of shit fucked up character. Wow, what a waste of my fucking time. Because no lessons have been learned, no transformations have been made, and it's just the same piece of shit, like fucking amazing. And this kind of has those vibes for me personally, like I felt that. And I don't really like that. So I feel like I'm downgrading, because I feel like for my movies to be 8, like, because 8 is like a really strong grade for me, right? There has to be some like more like moral underpinnings and like moral lessons that are learned. And here is like literally one character goes through a lot of shit, like this Wheeler daughter, and it's kind of sort of changed a little bit in the end. And even then it's like she was this kind of rambunctious, or whatever the word is, like this kind of a strong female character already. It's not like I don't like it, like it's fine. She was playing it all like really well, especially like in connection to Leonardo DiCaprio's character and everything. It's just, the more you think about the characters themselves, what they go through and what changes are there, it ain't fucking a lot. It ain't a lot. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, anyway, that's the movie, that's the review. Probably nobody watched it till the end, but if you have watched it till this minute, type Tessa in the comments for my lovely cat Tessa, which I will put on the screen right now. Yeah, and tell me please, did you like the movie? Like, what do you think about the movie? What do you think about everything that I've said essentially? How do you feel about the characters and the whole kind of thing of the movie. I think it's still a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it, like I'm saying, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Okay, not thoroughly, like, I enjoyed it. It was a good time, and the time flew by super quick, which is, like I'm saying, this is like the really great stuff about the editing of this film, that like simultaneously things are going in like one, you know, part of the world and another part of the world, and it's like, because they're kind of cutting together back and forth, it's kind of so well made that you don't feel it, you know, the time passage and whatnot, because there's almost always like several different perspectives, and PTA is managing those like really well. Like, kudos for the editing 100%. Like I mean it. Like, I haven't noticed like the good editing, because you don't notice, and here I didn't notice it per se, but like I noticed that I don't notice it, and this is a big fucking thing, you know, for quite a lengthy movie. I feel like this has to be like the best edited movie in the past like 5 years, I think, easily, maybe even 10, I don't know. I can't remember anything that good that was flowing so well. And I was watching it late at night already, like a bit tired and stuff like that, and I didn't skip a beat at all. Like, it was amazing. So yeah, if it doesn't win like the best editing at like Oscars or whatever, like the Globes or whatever other big sort of competitions are, like it will be a mistake 100%. Yeah, anyway, that's it of me yapping about. Once again, thank you very much for watching if you have seen it till this moment, and please subscribe to Atoms of Stardust channel. I do talk about movies here. I do talk about like writing, screenwriting, about politics sometimes, just a variety channel, so to speak. A lot of things, but yeah, mostly related to art, music, and yeah, sometimes politics as well. Okay, thank you very much, take care, and bye bye.